You know, back in 1945, a discovery in the Egyptian desert literally unearthed a library of forbidden knowledge, texts that threatened to rewrite almost 2,000 years of Christian doctrine. Today, we're cracking open one of its most powerful secrets, the secret book of John. And let me tell you, it doesn't just offer a new story, it presents an entirely different reality.
So let's just get right to the heart of this thing. What if the first human wasn't made of dust? And what if that spark of enlightenment we're all looking for was never meant for Earth in the first place? What if our entire origin story is wrong?
Look, this text isn't just some historical footnote. It's a rival map of reality. It actually charts the structure of the divine mind itself, a cosmology so radical, so dangerous, that it was hunted down, condemned, and buried for centuries, until now.
Okay, so this map, it doesn't start in a garden. It starts in the mind of God. And its main structures aren't angels or archangels, no. There are four great lights, cosmic governors of consciousness that flow directly from the divine source.
From the sun, who's called the Autogenes, or the self-generated one, four divine luminaries emerge. Now, this is absolutely crucial. These aren't creations in the way we usually think of them. They are emanations, kind of like light radiating from a star. They're aspects of the divine mind just unfolding itself.
To really get this, you have to wrap your head around a key concept, the aeon. When this book talks about realms, it's not talking about physical places up in the sky. An aeon is an eternal state of being, a functional, psychic space inside the consciousness of the One. We're literally talking about a map of awareness.
And this is the divine architecture, the Four Luminaries. You have Harmozel, the vessel of grace, Oroiael, the lens of perception, Daveithai, the source of understanding, and Eleleth, the home of wisdom. Each one is a governor of consciousness, a fundamental pillar in the mind of God.
And out of this incredible divine structure emerges the first true human, a being not of this world, mainly because it existed before this world was even a thing.
Through the foreknowledge of this divine mind, an ideal form just appeared. Not born of dust, not fashioned from clay, but manifested as a perfect, pre-material archetype. This is the perfect human, and his name is Adamas.
Let's be absolutely clear. This is not the Adam from Genesis. The Gnostic Adamas is the perfect pre-material original. The Adam we all know from Sunday school? Well, in this view, he's a flawed copy, a prisoner of flesh, created by a lesser, ignorant God who had no idea what he was doing. Now, this perfect archetype, Adamas, he has descendants. But hold on, this isn't a family tree you can trace through blood. It is a lineage of souls, a succession of awakened consciousness. And this lineage has its own cosmic hierarchy, a sort of spiritual ladder. In the highest realm, you've got Adamas. Right below him is his son, Seth, who is the ancestor of everyone who awakens. Then come their descendants, the souls of the saints. And finally, you have those who manage to claw their way out of ignorance and find the truth later on.
So here's the kicker. Anyone can be a child of Seth. This has nothing to do with your ancestry. It's all about achieving Gnosis, that direct experiential knowledge of your own divine origin. It's a spiritual succession that's open to anyone who wakes up.
And that very concept of awakening, well, it brings us to the ultimate goal in Gnosticism. See, salvation here isn't about being saved from sin. It's about being rescued from ignorance.
The path to salvation isn't about faith or obedience. It's about knowledge. Gnosis. It's a totally internal act of knowing what you really are, where you came from, and where you are ultimately going.
And think about what this means. This path just demolishes orthodox doctrine. There is no original sin, just a cosmic mistake. Humanity isn't fallen, we're just forgetful. And salvation? It has nothing to do with this world. The whole point is to escape it.
Which brings us to the most powerful and, for some, the most unsettling conclusion in this entire cosmology.
You see, this whole myth we've just walked through, the story of how a part of the divine mind messed up, how it forgot itself and fell into ignorance, creating our material world, that story isn't just a history lesson. It is the roadmap for our return. To know the story of how we came down is to know the path back up. And that's what it all comes down to. In this ancient, hidden tradition, salvation isn't something that's given to you by some external power as a reward. It's something you already have. It's a memory, locked deep inside you, just waiting to be awakened. It is not granted, it is remembered.